Okay, so let's just start by coming into stillness. And to do that, just take a seat, close your eyes, and just focus on your natural breathing pattern right here. So you're not changing anything, you're not doing anything, you're just observing your breath. And while you're observing your breath, I want you to think about how you feel, how your body feels, how you feel emotionally, how you feel mentally, and how you feel spiritually. Kind of where are you at right now in all of those areas? Now just go back to focusing on your breathing. And we're going to picture kind of putting all of those little stresses and tensions and worries, just pushing them to the side for the next little bit as we kind of go through this process and practice. And I want you to now take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, just kind of feel the lightness of letting all of those worries go. Don't worry, they'll be there when we're done. But you might have a better skill set to navigate them. And with that said, rub your palms together and place your eyes or your hands over your eyes. I'm sorry. And now take another deep breath in and exhale. Take your hands off of your eyes and then open them. And now you might be wondering who I am if you've never tuned into this before. So my name is Cessna and I am from Spiritual Phoenix Studios. What I do is help people kind of shift their mindset and tap into a more spiritual and kind of mystical way of looking at the world. And one of the ways I do that is through this meetup where we use a little bit of metaphysical teaching from tarot cards and astrology and combine that with meditation and then also some energy work to give you a fun way to rest and refresh and reset for the week ahead. So this week, actually May 11th through May 20th, we are moving into Saturn and Taurus, and this is represented by 7 of Pentacles, and that is the Lord of Success, Unfulfilled. So when Saturn is in Taurus, Saturn lands in Taurus, it's a sign of growth and fertility, and it enforces a period before harvest and reward. So it means right now we might have to wait a little bit while we're waiting for some things to be fulfilled. And patience is going to be an incredibly important asset. So 7s represent faith, and Pentacles are about material desires and security. So this card shows a little faith goes a long way, even if we feel like we're taking a considerable risk or stepping into unknown territory. Things may not work out in your favor, but failure can also have its rewards. So sometimes just having faith that everything will be okay is incredibly important, and it can actually help ease some of the stress and tension that we might be walking into this meditation with. So keep that in mind. And then in the coming days, you're encouraged to visualize an unmet need fulfilled, something that you're waiting to kind of come to fruition. Just visualize what that would feel like. And to help you work with the energy of this card more, I'm going to share a quick link in the chat before we get into the actual exercises. And if you're watching this later on, I got to switch screens. If you're watching this later on YouTube or one of those places, it will be in the description. So let me put this in the chat for the people watching this live. There we go. And with all of that said, we'll get into everything, right? So we're going to start sitting like this. Let me adjust this camera so you can see my feet. And we're going to sit cross-legged. Take one of your feet in your hand and rotate it like this. And kind of open and close your hand and crunch your foot while you're doing it. And then go back and do it the other way. And we're just kind of doing this in the circular motion. This is just releasing some of the tension. And you're just finding a nice natural rhythm with your breath while you're doing that. And we'll go back and do it on the other side now. And I'm not going to tell you what side I'm on, because just do whatever feels natural to how you see me doing it, because it gets really confusing to try to mirror or tell you what side I'm doing it on, because it's always opposite. And my mind cannot do that for whatever reason. Okay, I'm going to lift this back up a little bit now. So the next thing that you're going to want to do, take your hands like this and interlace your fingers. And you're going to put them behind your head, but don't push on your neck. Like, you don't want to push forward. You just want your hands to be back there, right? And you're going to breathe in and dip to the side. Breathe out. Come back up. Breathe in. Dip to the side. Breathe out. Come back up. Breathe in. Dip to the side. Breathe out. Come back up. Breathe in. Dip to the side. Breathe out. Come back up. Now take your hands and just set them down on your knees for a second and just get another nice natural rhythm with your breath going. When we're breathing here, you really want to be breathing from your stomach, belly breathing or yogic breath. And we're going to take our fingers again, interlace them like we had just done. Put them behind your head again and again, not pushing forward, just kind of having them rest there. And you're going to breathe in and twist. Breathe out. Back to center. Breathe in. Twist. Breathe out. Back to center. Breathe in. Twist. Breathe out. Back to center. Breathe in. Twist. Breathe out. Back to center. And we'll do that one more time. Breathe in. And out. And in. And out. And bring your hands back down to your knees. And you're going to breathe out and drop your head. Breathe in and lift your head up. Breathe out. Drop your head. Breathe in. Lift your head up. Breathe out. Drop your head. Breathe in. Lift your head up. Breathe out. Come back to center. And now you're going to breathe in and twist your head or turn it. Breathe out and kind of like a sprinkler, breathe out all the way over. And when you get to the other side, you're going to breathe in and go back the other direction. Breathe out. And in. And out. and in, and come back to center. So the next thing is an eye exercise. We use our eyes a lot with all the different screens and technology that we have, but we don't ever really do eye stretches. It was really a weird concept when I started doing them, and this was years ago. It's even more important now than then, but we're going to shut our eyes for this. And you want to kind of move your eyes as slow as you can. And it might be hard at first just because it's not typically how we use our eyes, but you're going to breathe in and look up. And then breathe out and look down. Breathe in and look up. Breathe out and look down. Breathe in and look up. Breathe out and look down. Come back to center. Breathe in and look to one side. Breathe out. Slowly move to the other side, and you're looking out of the corners of your eyes when you're doing this. Breathe in, look out of the corner of the eyes on the other side. Breathe out. And in. And out. And in. And I realized now that we forgot to do one of the next neck exercises. We'll do it after we finish this eye exercise. We're going to look up, and we're going to move our eyes in a circular motion. So you can start with either clockwise or counterclockwise. And you're going to do 3 rotations. And once you complete 3 rotations in one direction, go back and do 3 in the other direction. Now keep your eyes closed and rub your palms together again, and place your palms over your eyes. And just sit here for a second. Take a deep breath in through your nose. And breathe out. Remove your palms, open your eyes. We're going to go back and do the neck exercise that I forgot to have us do. So bring your neck into center, and we're just going to do neck rotations. Don't force this too much. Don't put too much pressure on it. Don't go too fast. Be easy. But you're going to start and just do circular motions with your neck. Start in whatever direction feels best for you. And do 3 circles, and then go back and do the other direction. And with this, you're just doing a nice natural pattern to your breathing, not really paying too much attention to it. I lost count, so I was talking, so I'm going to do one more. If you ever lose count when you're doing this stuff, always do one more. Okay, now we're on to the next move. And for this one, I'm going to step or move my butt off of my yoga cushion or my meditation cushion. And I'm going to step back. So we're going to put one of our feet out like this. And we have one foot kind of touching our thigh. And you're going to lean forward. And again, don't strain, don't force, don't rush. You're just kind of breathing and resting here, honestly. Just getting comfortable. This process is about being gentle with yourself and making space for yourself. And also learning your own limits, right? Part of self-respect is not rushing to get outcomes met. Feeling okay in that interim space, right? Now you're going to pick your foot up and rock it. Take your forearm, lean down like this, and you're going to massage that like buttock area. This is an area where we store a lot of stress. And then go back and go the other direction now. And if you're doing this for the first time, it might be a little bit more sensitive then if you do it somewhat regularly. That said, there's been times where I did it every day and I still had a lot of tension in there at times. Different people store stress in their body in different places. And when you look at areas where you have a lot of tightness and tension, it can tell you a lot about things that you might need to work through. And again, we're just kind of sitting here and honoring what our limit is. There's a lot of talk about people learning boundaries and creating boundaries, right? And we're going to pick this foot up and rock it the same way. But honestly, the biggest perpetrator of our boundaries is often ourselves for not clearly listening to them and not clearly defining them. And again, just kind of rock and find your motion here. My legs have been super, super tight lately. And to close out this portion of the seated exercises before we get into the tai chi, you're going to just kind of bring your feet together in what's called butterfly pose. And just gently kind of move your legs like this, right? All right. I'm going to switch the camera view. Actually, I'm going to take a sip of my water first. All right. Now I'm going to switch the camera view. Okay. There we go. So, you need some space. Probably like just arm's width across is all you need. And you're going to start by putting one of your feet forward, one foot back like this, hands flat. And watch me on the first one if this is your first time, and then you can join in on the next two. So we're going to rock forward and breathe out. And we're going to open our hands up like this, rock back and breathe in. Okay, now you can join in. Rock back, breathe in. Open your hands up kind of as you do it. Rock forward, breathe out. Rock back, breathe in. And we'll do one more forward one. And then when we end a pose, we kind of move the other foot forward and then close out the energy. Closing out the energy is just circling your hands like this and kind of bringing it down. We're going to do the same set of movements, just on the other side now. Hands flat, rock forward, breathe out. Rock back, breathe in. And I forgot to tell you, toes up. We'll add toes up on the second one. Rock forward, breathe out. Rock back, breathe in, toes up. Rock forward, breathe out. Rock back, breathe in, toes up. Bring the back foot forward and close out the energy. One of the things when we do this too, when we move forward, we're generally breathing out. And when we move backwards, we're generally breathing in, and our toes are normally coming up. The toe of whatever foot is forward comes up, I should say. So take a wide stance now, and you're going to put one hand on bottom, one hand on top, and you're going to move from side to side here and just find a nice natural rhythm to your breath. And this isn't a race. Just find like a really slow, even pattern. We'll go back this way. And if you feel awkward doing this, don't beat yourself up. It's literally your first time. I feel awkward doing this, and I've done this a bunch of times. So like, don't worry about it. So you're going to put a foot forward and a foot back again now, in this kind of stance. You're going to make a ball of energy with your hands. So you have this ball of energy in front of your face to start out, and you are going to rock forward, breathe out. Rock back, breathe in, toes up, lift the ball of energy up. Rock forward, breathe out. Rock back, breathe in, toes up. Out. In. Out. And close it out. Same thing on the other side. Close it out. So we're still going to be working with the ball of energy. This time the movement's going to be different. So if this is your first time, watch me on this one and join the next. So we are going to breathe in, form the ball of energy back up, breathe out, break the ball of energy open, breathe in, form the ball of energy, breathe out, break the ball of energy open, breathe in, and then close it out. Same thing on the other side. Breathe out and in. And out. And in. And out. And in. Close it out. Still working with the ball of energy. This time it is down at your knee, and you're going to breathe in, toes up, open it up, breathe out, form the ball of energy. Breathe in, toes up, lift it up, breathe out, form the ball of energy. Breathe in, close it out. Same thing on the other side. So we are going to, I lost what I was doing. Oh no. Let's see here. Okay. No, that's the wrong one. I lost what I was doing. We're just going to roll with it. And close it out. I apologize that I lost my space. My mind does not always work the best. So we're going to put one hand on bottom, one hand on top. Take this wide-legged stance, still making the ball of energy. Find a nice natural rhythm with your breath, and you're just going to slowly move to the other side. When you get there, you're going to rotate your hands and go back the other way. Rotate your hands. And go back the other way. And we'll do one more pass this way. And one more pass that way. Close it out. Face the front of your mat again. Make your hands flat like there's a wall in front of you. And you're going to push forward and breathe out. Pull back and breathe in, toes up. Push forward, breathe out. Pull back, breathe in, toes up. Push forward, breathe out. Pull back, breathe in, toes up. Close it out. Same thing on the other side. Push forward, breathe out. Pull back, breathe in, toes up. Push forward, breathe out. Pull back, breathe in, toes up. Push forward, breathe out. Pull back, breathe in, toes up. Ground out the energy. 1 foot back, 1 foot forward. And you're going to put the hand, put your hands like this. I always struggle saying that for whatever reason. And we're going to breathe in. And out. And in. And out. And in. And out. Close it out. Other side back. Breathe in. And out. And in. And out. And in. And out. Close it out. Wide-legged stance again. This is our last Tai Chi move, and then we'll move on to some more relaxation exercises and get ready for the meditation. One hand flat, the other hand flat in front of you like this. And you're going to breathe in and slowly just kind of move to one side. And just find a natural rhythm with your breath as you're doing this. Go back to the other side. And we'll do one more. Excuse me. And then ground it out. So you don't have to be laying down for this next part. This is progressive muscle relaxation. It will be more helpful to do so. And while it may seem like I'm lifting parts of my body up, I'm actually tensing the muscles. And that's more so what we want to do when we're doing this. Just do your best and don't worry about it too much. But you're going to breathe in and tense the muscles on one of your legs so it lifts up. And then breathe out, bring it back down. Breathe in and tense. Breathe out and lay it down. Breathe in and tense. Breathe out and lay it back down. I should say this too, if this is your first time, maybe try to watch the first one. And then once you kind of see what I'm doing, just replicate it laying down without watching. Because it's not about doing it perfect. It's more so about tensing your muscles. And we'll do the other same thing on the other side now. Tense and breathe in. Relax and bring down. Tense and breathe in. Relax and breathe out. Tense and breathe in. Relax and breathe out. For the next part, you don't have to watch. You're going to breathe in and clench your butt cheeks. And then breathe out and relax them. Breathe in and clench. Breathe out, relax. Breathe in and clench. Breathe out, relax. And now we're going to move on to our stomach. And the way that I like to describe this is picture you just ate a big meal and you're trying to fit into a pair of really tight jeans. So you're going to breathe in and suck your stomach in as much as you can. Breathe out, relax. Breathe in and suck your stomach in. Breathe out, relax. Breathe in. Breathe out, relax. So for the next part, you're going to make a fist and then tense your arm and your fist so your arm lifts up, and then you're going to relax. Breathe in and tense. Breathe out, relax. Breathe in and tense. Breathe out, relax. Same thing on the other side. Breathe in and tense. Breathe out, relax. Breathe in and tense. Breathe out, relax. Breathe in and tense. Breathe out, relax. Now you're going to breathe in and crunch your shoulders up to your ears. Breathe out, relax. Breathe in and crunch. Breathe out, relax. Breathe in and crunch. Breathe out, relax. And for the last part of progressive muscle relaxation, we're going to breathe in, squish our faces, and lift our heads up. So breathe in, squish, and lift. Breathe out, relax. Breathe in, squish, and lift. Breathe out, relax. Breathe in, squish, and lift. Breathe out, relax. And now that we're just kind of laying here, just focus on your breathing. Just observe your natural breathing. And start to listen to the sounds outside of the room that you're in, and listen to the furthest sound that you can hear. And don't try to identify it or label it. Just observe the sound. And slowly bring your awareness closer to sounds inside of the room that you're in. The furthest sound that you can hear within the house or apartment that you're in right now. Bring that to your attention. And again, don't label it, don't identify it, just bring it to your awareness. And now bring your hearing even closer to where you're just listening to the sound of your own breath. Hear the sound of your inhale and the sound of your exhale. And on your next inhale, start to observe the cool feeling of the air rushing in through your nostrils. And as you exhale, feel the warmth of the air exiting through your mouth or through your nostrils. Just focus on the sensations of breathing for a little bit. And now we're going to count down from 10 to 0. And I'm going to start us off counting, and you're going to finish counting. But first, I'm going to show you the way which we'll count. So 10, breathe in. 10, breathe out. 9, breathe in. 9, breathe out. And keep on counting down to 0. If you lose track, just start over. You can stop counting now, and we're going to begin a body scan. And the way that this body scan will work is I will say a body part. You will bring a picture of it into your mind. You will mentally say the name of it, and you will move on to the next image. You're not going to focus on it or concentrate, just bring it to awareness. Right hand thumb, first finger, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, palm, wrist, forearm, elbow, bicep, armpit, side, hip, thigh, kneecap, calf, ankle, heel, sole of the foot, right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, little toe. The whole right side of the body the whole right side of the body. Left hand thumb, first finger, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, palm, wrist, forearm, elbow, bicep, armpit, side, hip, thigh, kneecap, calf, ankle, heel, sole of the foot, big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, little toe, the whole left side of the body, the whole left side of the body, right buttock, left buttock, lower back, middle back, upper back, right shoulder blade, left shoulder blade, back of the neck, back of the head, top of the head, forehead, right eye, left eye, nose, lips, cheeks, teeth, tongue, chin, jaw, front of the neck, right collarbone, left collarbone, heart, upper abdomen, lower abdomen, the whole body. The whole body is relaxed. Just sit here and notice your natural breathing for a moment. And I want you to think about one of your strengths. What is a strength that you've exhibited within the past week? Or what is a strength that you have that you would like to embody in the upcoming week? Think of your strength. And with that strength in mind, think of how it feels when you act from that space. What does it feel like when you're acting in that perceived strength or from that perceived strength? And the next thing I want you to bring to mind is a weakness. What is one avenue of your life that might be creating problems for you, or that could use more attention? And again, this isn't to beat you up, it's just to have an honest conversation. What is an area of life that could use more attention? And I want you to think of what it would feel like to give supportive and nurturing attention to that area of life, not criticism and harshness. What would it feel like to nurture your weakness instead of criticize it? And now think of an ambition that you have. What is something that you want to accomplish? Or what is something that would excite you to accomplish? Again, what is something you want to accomplish? Or what is something that would excite you to accomplish? And now think of what it would feel like to have accomplished that. And if you can't visualize what it might feel like to have accomplished that, just relive the feeling of another accomplishment, something that you already have accomplished. And next, think of a need that you have. What is one need that you have that needs met? And think of this need without judgment or criticism or without any other stories. Just think of the need. And since the card for the upcoming period of time is about patience, think of how patience will help you with this need and what it will feel like when it is fulfilled. And now, without that filter, just think of the fulfillment of that need without the need of patience, without the need of anything, just the need being fulfilled. And we have a couple more visualization exercises before we close out the meditation. One is sending loving and healing and kind energy to another person. This can be a stranger, a friend, a family member, a loved one, alive, deceased. Anybody who could use some loving kindness and warm, kind regard. Picture just a warm, radiant energy coming out of you and going to that person. And if you can't think of anyone, just tell the universe to send it to whoever needs it the most in your close proximity, and it will fine tune it to a person who needs it. And think of what it feels like to send unconditional, kind regard to another human being. And now, because the universe is about balance, receive that same kind regard that you had sent out back without condition, without expectation, without anything. Just feel positive, warm, kind regard and love and respect simply for being. And before we close with a reflection of gratitude for yourself for showing up for this practice and for you making time. I want you to just notice how different you feel now from when you started. Do you feel more relaxed, more at peace? How much different do you feel? And to close, just think of gratitude that you have. Gratitude again for you being here, for you showing up, for you, for the circumstances in your life, the people in your life. Just radiate gratitude, and we'll give you a couple minutes of quiet stillness to embrace that. Keep your eyes closed and do a gentle stretch. Wiggle your toes and your feet and your hands. Put your hands or your arms up over your head and stretch. Keep your eyes closed. Move your right arm out kind of long ways with your eyes closed. Turn onto your right side, your head resting gently on your right forearm. Put your left hand by your right elbow. Slowly push yourself into a seated position, still with eyes closed if possible. Rub your palms together. Build up that warmth like we've done a couple times. Place the hands over your closed eyes. Take a deep breath in and out. You can drop your hands and open your eyes. I'm going to switch the camera view back to forward. Oh, my hair is atrocious now. Oop, I shut the camera off because I'm so mortified. Give me 1 second. There we go. Okay. And for anybody watching this recorded video, that is it. If you're interested, you can leave a donation. Donations are appreciated because it helps pay for hosting this live and all of that fun stuff. There will be a link in the description. For people that are watching this live, we do have a discussion afterwards, and we're going to get into the discussion portion of it. So with all of that said, people watching the video, enjoy. Come join us sometime for the discussion, and I'll see you soon.